Welcome to Gutterball 114 coming hot at you. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. You want to get on Gutterball, the best way to get a hold of us is Instagram or the business Gmail. All that is posted below. Get a hold of us. Get on Gutterball. We want to speak to you. Get on here. Look at Paul's doing all crazy stuff. It's crazy, Paul. We're going to get up to all crazy stuff. Paul, what's up? What's popping? We're all amped up.
Nah, not much. Doing good, doing good. Kind of a long week at work, but I took Friday off, so it's going to be a nice day off. Get some house projects done. Doing great. How about yourself, Ruby?
That's nice. Nice day off. That's good. Nothing to report really. Just kind of going through feelings, emotions, all types of things. But you know what it be. You know how it be. You know what it be, what it do. Song of the week, Paul. Just get that right out of the way. Let's chop that out of the way. Get that out of here. Because we got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of people's kids to talk about. Paul, what's up with this song of the week? What are you even listening to?
Wait, that could be interpreted in a terrible way.
That could be
Ruby.
interpreted so bad. You're right.
You probably shouldn't have said that.
There's a lot of pedophile stuff going around. I am not one, but we have at least 3 listed on the topic list, so we can talk about those.
Wait, whoa, 3?
There's 3 on there.
Good Lord, what does the world come to?
I don't know, man. Dark thing.
All right, what do you got for song of the week?
I'm not a pedophile. Stop calling me a pedophile.
No, I didn't. I know. Who's saying that?
It's heavily implied. No, everyone is. It's what they're saying. My song of the week, Paul. Not really song of the week as much as is a band of the week. So I'm going to see. I bought tickets to Black Dahlia Murder. I've talked about this on the show. They're co-headlining with Dying Fetus, and they're joined by Spite, Angel Maker, and Vomit Forth. And started listening to some of the supporting acts. I haven't heard of them. Vomit Forth I've heard of before. I like their stuff. It's a really underground slam metal. Great stuff. Love Vomit Forth. But I never listened to Angel Maker or Spite. Spite, I could take it or leave it. But Angel Maker, man, that's some like really good kind of like emo death. But the screams and the range the vocalist has are really impressive. So I've been getting into Angel Maker a lot. So check out Angel Maker, great death metal band. I'm gonna go see them in October. I'm excited, even more excited. I'm learning all the songs, so I can be ready. But yeah, I want to go into this concert knowing everyone's what do you call it, set list, so I can just get all the songs down and know it's gonna be a vibe. Yeah,
I could see the pros to that. I've always interpreted concerts of like. Most concerts I go to, there's always like 1 or 2 acts. Well, there's always acts I've never seen, but there's always 1 or 2 I've never even heard of. And I like to just go there and kind of experience it. That's why I like Moondance so much, because there's so much stuff I've like never heard. And then when I see it live, it's like, damn. But I could see like planning it out. It's cool. So you kind of know what's going to happen, vibe out.
Well, yeah, I just also like learning this. It's like so I can go up and sing the songs with him, I guess, and just know. Because for death metal, it's a little more difficult for me because personally, I like to. Everyone does. I like to read lyrics of music, so I think it's important to me to learn the lyrics, kind of learn what they're saying, and I just think I vibe out harder to it, especially when I know the song. But I didn't do that with Primus, and I came out liking the band. I didn't know who Coheed and Cambria was, and then I came out. Saw them live and I'm like, oh my God, this band's insane. So yeah, I just like to kind of know and get a little feel.
For sure.
Angel Maker, check them out.
Cool. My song of the week is a classic, Midnight Rider by the Allman Brothers Band. I'm not going to sing it, but those of you out there that know Midnight Rider, give it a listen. Classic. Good old funky old school tune,
Don't know that one. I'm not familiar with that one.
Listen to Midnight Rider sometime.
I don't know why. Whenever anyone tells me to like listen to a song, all I have is Genius of Love by the Tom Tom Club in my head. When someone tells you, that.
Yeah.
What you gonna do when you fall in love? Gonna have some fun. That song.
Why?
Sound like that. I don't know. I keep hearing it in my head. It's like I tune out people and I just hear Genius of Love. It's a real problem lately. I was barely listening to you the whole time.
It's like your own personal hell. It's like you're sitting there and you hear it. You're just standing there.
How long until you snap and just go?
No, you're just standing in a black abyss floating, and that's all you hear on repeat.
No. Legitimately, if I don't know, man, you'd go insane after some point, right? Like you just snap. Yeah,
I think you just start like. I think you'd like pop your eardrums. Like I think you literally like like that.
Good question for you. This must be weird, but I've heard of this before. Do you ever think about having a song play when you're in a room? Do you think that'd be nice, like an aura
Like
around you or
a
something?
sitcom? I
Like a
mean,
little down, down, down. Well, I mean, yeah, something, a little something.
no,
Nothing? Or a laugh
no.
track. When you come in, everyone's laughing already. Great mood. I think
Who
that'd be
like
awesome. You don't want to laugh?
in my own house and there's like no one there every time I
It's
enter
not
a
like
room.
no.
I think
Every
that'd
single
drive me
time you
insane.
no, just imagine this. Every time you open the door, it plays. You don't know where it's coming from. Nobody else knows where it's coming from, but you got an aura around you of hands clapping. That's impressive. Everyone's just, I don't know.
People can
I think
hear it
you
too.
can
It's
hear.
not just
What is that? What is? I don't know. I think we should think of a song. Come
but
back
like
next
when
week.
they hear it, that clapping to them sounds like it's coming from me. So the attention's drawn to me on the room, like as
Yeah, it
if
would
it's a
be.
sitcom when I walk in.
And actually, if anything, you light up too. Stage lights go on you. Then
The
all the other
stage
lights dim.
lights.
All the other lights dim, and it's just on you. You take all the light, like some Harry Potter magic trick. Yeah, someone would kill
Yeah,
you.
like you just walk in. Ha 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 ha. Good morning. Yeah,
This isn't funny. This is very serious situation happening in front of me right now. You go to the hospital. Every time you open the hospital door, you're fucking whoever's dying in there. They're hand clapping and
that's
everything.
horrible.
Mhm. I'll come back next week, Paul, with the theme song because you got to find a theme song for every time you walk in. Think about that. You got one. I know you do. I'm gonna make mine Genius of Love right now. Every time I walk into a room.
It's because you just can't stop thinking about it. You
No, I
have no
can't.
other ideas.
No, legit. Every time you talk, I just hear that. Like I don't hear anything
How
else.
about
Just
how about my theme song is like the first 20 seconds of the Pest intro on loop, like the
yeah,
funky.
there you go. Yeah. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. I was thinking for you, it could be good to have the death grips guillotine. Guillotine. Every time you
That'd
walk.
be terrible.
Yeah, I'd be so annoyed.
You know,
No.
I go back and I try to listen to Death Grips, and
Yeah.
it's sometimes
Not
kind of
him.
hard. It's like you have to be in like a certain mood.
Okay, here's the thing, and I will say, I listened to because I actually listened to Ex-Military today. I legitimately listened to Ex-Military lately. I've been listening to like once a week, especially the song "Beware." That one of their breakout tapes. It's got the
Yeah.
Aborigine on there. That is the only Death Grips tape I like. I like Year of the Snitch a little bit. I don't like the Powers That Be. I don't like Crouching Tiger. It's too much for me. The Government Plates. I don't know how people listen to Government Plates.
Ex-military.
Yeah, Ex-Military. That's their best tape. It's their first tape, I think, from after they released Death Grips Full Moon, the single, and then they released Ex-Military. Everything after that is a struggle for me to listen to. I can't. I can't do. There's a song called On GP, and it's supposed to be like the most like introspective song about Death Grips, and it's like, oh, Bono! Don't. It's like that the whole song, and I can't take it. I can't take it, dude. It's bad. It's
The
fucking
fact that
bad.
it like clipped out halfway between that made it sound so
I
much
know.
funnier.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, yeah, that's good. Clips out in and out, but that dude, listen to Ex-Military, the whole tape, front to like the full 40 minutes. I love that. I love that. That's a great album. But
It's pretty good.
any other thing
Yeah.
else, it's hard to listen to.
Yeah.
Go listen. More music, more songs. It's great, isn't it? Paul, I got a little bit. Am I here? Did I cut out?
You're here.
Oh, okay. You started looking down and you shook your head like writing down a timestamp like I fucked up again or something.
No.
Well, I kind of messed up the other day. Not really messed up, but so I don't know. One day I came home, it was like 1 a.m. and listening to music, and Eddie Baker's music comes on, and I started listening to it, and I was like, man, this fucking sucks. Like, this is bad. Like, Eddie Baker makes shit music, all right, to be frank. And I had to go and post. I just posted a quick tweet. It was like a little drunk, a little high. I'm like, Eddie's Baker music is unlistenable.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, I wake up in the morning and Eddie Baker has quote tweeted me, the rapper, the famous rapper, on Twitter, and essentially was kind of dissing me, but also kind of being nice, where he was like, hopefully you'll find something in my catalog you like, or maybe figure out your own personality. And he's like, go listen. He's like, I support all my LGBTQ friends. And he's put like a heart emoji. And I was like, oh, interesting. So then I got put on blast online, which I don't care. It's all online hate. But I was like a top trend page on Reddit, like thousands of upvotes and shit of people just shitting on me. But to be fair, here's the thing I will say about Team Sesh fans. All the comments about me being trans and downvoted and were like, were all down. All the comments about me being gay were downvoted, and people were like, "What's his sexuality got to do with it? He just has shitty opinions." So we do know Team Sesh fan base isn't homophobic. We will say that, all right? I will say that. but I was getting put on blast,
Hmm.
and it's so be careful what you say on the internet because the rapper may come back and call you a retard. You don't want that. Trust me, it's no good. It's not good press. But I did get a lot of supporters. A lot of people were saying that his music is trash. But the funniest thing about this, Paul, to me, the greatest thing ever. Okay, so you know how Twitter works, right? You can quote tweet somebody, you can retweet whatever they posted and put like a little quote. Eddie Baker quote tweeted me one of my tweets, but took a screenshot of me and put that on his post. So right now on Eddie Baker's phone is a screenshot of me, and I think that's pretty neat. Unless he deleted it immediately, but, somewhere on his phone is a picture of me. I could tell he screenshotted it. So yeah, I just got a little internet
You
celeb
have to
beef, which I
clip
thought
this
was funny.
into a short and then
Yeah,
somehow
Eddie Baker will
tag
see
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's seeing like all my posts now that I post. He somehow went to my Instagram. I was looking at that too. I'm like, Eddie Baker saw your story. I'm like, oh, so I might have an Eddie Baker. We're gonna hook up. I think it's the plan. Overall, it's a love hate thing. Yeah, I'm a gold digger. I'm trying to get that guy's money. Actually, Eddie Baker, come on the podcast. Support you. Big fans. Big fan of
You're
yours.
not a fan. I like Eddie Baker a
Yeah,
lot. I would love to have him on the podcast.
I would
I would
too.
also
Great.
love to just you know, talk to
As
him.
long as he
I think that'd be
doesn't
cool.
play any of his music, you can come on the podcast. Totally. As long as you don't sing, rap, or anything near that, we'll have no problem. It'll be
What's
great.
wrong with you?
Just an asshole. Oh, isn't it great? Isn't it great? Any topics you want to jump into? I don't want to take the reign here.
No, I don't really have a whole lot
Oh, I
to
have
be.
so many.
I mean, I have a lot, but I'm just like not in the mood.
Mm.
How about this? Do you think the handheld gaming boom is over, just beginning, or do you think it's still growing? Because you know how like the Switch came out and that was super popular, and then you had the Steam Deck, and now you have the Asus ROG Ally, and Microsoft is supposedly gonna start making a handheld gaming console. Like, do you think I think the boom, the wave is kind of over for handheld gaming. The second
Hasn't
one
it
that
been over for 20 years?
well,
When
not
was it terrible?
necessarily. The Switch sold extremely well.
The Wii U didn't. The
No.
PSP didn't. The Nvidia Shield didn't.
Yeah,
Just
but
thinking
the
of all the
Nvidia
shit
Shield
ones.
was so niche. It was a very
Yeah.
niche corner market for like its
Mm.
main
I think
capabilities.
Personally, I think all handhelds are very niche market, unless you're like a traveling businessman who somehow loves the game while he's on an airplane or something. When, Paul, are you ever gonna find time, like a normal guy, to play a handheld game versus just sitting down at your PC and playing it, right? Where the hell are you? Unless you're on a road trip and you're driving around all day, I don't see much uh use in a handheld. And back then when they made handheld, things like Game Boys and shit, that was important because their market was like 99% kids who had time to play this. They could do it, whatever. I don't know, man. If I see you and you're like a full grown adult and I see you playing Skyrim over there on your Switch, I might smack it out of your hand just out of spite. I don't know. There's something about that. It just irks me wrong. Like, live your life, but I don't like it. Don't like
Yeah,
it.
I've always seen handheld gaming as just something you do sitting, not necessarily traveling, which is what the purpose of it is, but like being in a cozy spot even at home. Like, oh, I can sit in my cool like plushy chair because I don't have to be angled at a TV and like lay back or like in a hammock, in your yard or so. I see it like being used that way. But I don't think I think you're wrong. I think there was a second boom of handhelds recently. I just think it's kind of dwindling, and I think Microsoft trying to get involved in it now supposedly is I don't
What
know,
makes
like
you
not a very good idea.
what makes you think there's a recent boom? Because I haven't noticed any boom
Well,
in that. I'm
just
curious.
because Switch, and then the Steam Deck, the Asus ROG Ally. Now Microsoft saying they want to get involved in it. Like it's kind of like there's got to be money there or a market there they think they can compete with. If there's no other
Yeah,
reason why they wouldn't.
I just don't see, especially if you're like a perfectionist gamer where you're like,
Yeah,
man, I want to like have it in the best graphics and everything. It's
yeah,
like, or I can go play the downgraded version of it, the 720p quality
yeah,
version of it on the Switch. But cool, I'm sitting in my comfy chair
dude.
now. I have my plushy chair and I can play
Yeah,
Skyrim.
y-
Dude, go play it
yeah, I
on
get it.
4K. Sit on your PC, retard.
I
You're
get it.
dumb.
My like BioShock, I've tried to play that on the Switch and I played a little bit of it, but man, it does not look good. It
It
doesn't.
really doesn't.
It,
Okay,
it
compared to
doesn't.
Xbox
It's also
360,
an old game. But,
like the
oh, it
360, because
looks
that's the game out.
terrible. It looks
It looks worse
terrible.
than that. No way.
You ever seen
It
like
looks
the new Mortal Kombat's on the Switch?
No, I
It's
haven't.
unplayable.
I thought they looked a little because I remember playing Skyrim and I was like, this
Oh,
was
it's
years
probably a
ago.
little better, but
I was like, PS3 quality. It's like right on PS3 quality border, but the frame rate was dog. I remember
Yeah.
that. It's really that bad? Dude, I had to go look at that because something about for some reason, here's the thing though. When you said BioShock handheld, I'm sold. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun. Like that sounds
It is fun.
that
It
sounds
is
like a
fun to
fun thing.
play. It
Yeah,
just doesn't
yeah,
look great. But
that
I
genuinely
played
does
that on
sound
the
fun.
plane a little bit on the way to Norway.
Nice, nice. I want to get Doom Eternal. Imagine you're playing. What are you doing? Ripping the demons out? I just always picture that. Like you're the guy on the plane that everyone wants to like watch play games. It's like, check out this guy. He's fucking up these demons over here. They're all like leaned over. You got the whole plane
Hey,
huddled
pilot,
around
can
you.
we cast it to the TV in
Yeah.
first class? Yeah.
He's like,
This kid's
I'm
killing
next.
it. You're
He
having
radios in.
like a vision, like everyone's cheering you on.
Yeah, yeah.
They pick you up, they're all
That
unseatbelted.
should be the commercial, dude. We should do marketing for Nintendo. If you show me a commercial of the whole plane coming together, to like, oh, look at this guy's game, and it's one guy. I think that might sell. We're visionaries here.
The pilot and them are out there. Who's flying?
Yeah.
And then the plane goes down, and then it cuts
down.
the commercial. It cuts the commercial.
Wait, if you
Cuts to
guys
the
are
next
here,
one.
who's flying the plane? Oh gosh, they do. Crashing the fucking tower. Or
You
something.
just hear it and it goes black. No, but you just hear it because I can't show it. It's
Yeah,
a commercial, and then it goes to the next commercial. Or
People
no,
screaming.
it just goes to a white screen. The Nintendo red logo comes up, and then it goes to the next.
Oh my god, I'd be so dude. That's a sketch idea.
They
Actually,
cheer.
that's
They cheer. It's like, and then the captain and the co-pilot are the ones lifting up. Wait, who's flying the plane? Some random extra, some guy on the plane. And then
they'll go. Everyone's face. Like, all shocked.
Yeah, no, and
believe
then
it.
it like the sound fades out from like the celebratory music, right? And all I
Yeah.
hear is like dee, 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 like like all the like noises, like
What's Nintendo's like? What's the Nintendo like slogan? Do they have a slogan? It'd be funny if they said Nintendo, play hard or go, or something like that. I don't know. Some distracting pilot since 2011.
I don't
something
know.
like that.
I don't know what
they have a tagline?
Nintendo's. I don't know if they do. They probably do, but it's one they don't like.
I got one. I know what it is. Don't tell me. It's no matter how old our games are, they're still going to be $60. Let's go. Yeah, fucking assholes with that shit.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Some of them are
Games-
70 or 80 now.
Dude, on Wii U, remember that zombie UK game called Zombie I or Zombie U? That is $50 on the Wii U still. That game is dog shit. I got it for free and played it for 20 minutes and turned it off. It was fucking bad. I forgot about that. They're all, dude, DS, Nintendo what is DS? What is it? 3DS. Those games are $60. I don't want to. I hate Nintendo. What's their slogan? Do they have one?
You want me to look it up?
Oh, I thought you were looking it up. I generally don't know. What is it? We have
They've used
PlayStation.
many slogans over the
Play hard,
years.
stroke hard. PlayStation.
Okay,
Xbox.
this one is Now You're Playing with Power, a famous slogan
that
for the Nintendo Entertainment System that was later adapted to other consoles. And then they have three more. Escape to a World of Color, a slogan for the Game Boy Color. The third one was Born to Play, a slogan for the GameCube. And then Too Much Fun, a campaign that jokingly represented the letter N as an illicit drug, claiming that 4 out of 5 doctors agree that using N leads directly to too much fun.
What the hell? Don't be shooting that N up, man. I gotta get, man. You got any more of that N on you, man? I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm feeling so good right now. I'm so good.
You got Duck Hunt? You just like,
yeah, I got Duck Hunt. That is something that I kind of am missing right now. Is just speaking of Duck Hunt, just having the actual physical gun in your hand and shooting at it. To be fair, you can only really do it on CRT. But I kind of want to get a Wii and get all the attachments. You remember all those attachments you can get? You put the Wii joystick in. Are you looking for yours?
No, the cat is zooming. I don't know what she's doing.
It's like that. I was like, is Paul looking for his Duck Hunt gun on his floor or something?
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Remember all the Wii attachments you could get? Like you get the tennis racket, you get the gun for Cabela's and stuff. I just have I want to do that. I don't know. I want to have like something in my hands, play the Wii again, and get all the accessories.
Yeah, those are fun.
Like that. Yeah, but not that. But something like that.
Dude, you know what you're better off doing? I mean, you could do it yourself, but you're better off just like going on eBay, buying one of those modded consoles that just have like almost the entire library loaded, and then go buy all the parts and like some other bundle.
I know.
Because like
who has the Wii? First of all, let's figure this out. It's like who pooped the bed? Who has the Wii? I'm gonna go on Yeah, are we? I'm going on a deep dive.
Dude, I think somebody sold it because
The eyes there. Would you? No, I think it's. I think.
I don't have it.
Do you really know, dude? I remember Joe asked for it a long time ago, and I was like, "You're never gonna play it." And he's like, "Yeah, I will." He never played it, but I, I want that. If someone sold that, I'm gonna be pissed. That was the Christmas edition. There was only one of 200 of those. I don't know if that's true.
No, there's a red one, and I think they're more common than you're leading on. But
no, they're the Christmas one. No, the white one was the OG. I've never seen anyone have a Christmas.
yeah, the
Wii.
white one's the OG.
Yeah,
It wasn't Christmas. It was just red. That's
because for Christmas we got it at Christmas.
yeah, that doesn't mean it was a Christmas special.
It's red. It's a red. It's a holiday.
It would be like red and green wrapped up like a present or some shit. They wouldn't just do red.
They can't do that.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Christians.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I will.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Is the red Wii rare? Uncommon. They're uncommon, Paul. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, were they for Christmas though? That's not what I was asking.
I'm looking. I'm actually genuinely looking.
Yeah, because they're not.
They're rare. Look, I can't even find anything about it. It's that rare. It's that rare. That's how rare it is. I can't find anything about it.
It's nothing to do with fucking Christmas. They just released a console in red, and you happen to get it around Christmas.
I figured it out because it came in a bundle. It's the 25th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. But it's the yes, you are right. And it came with Super Mario Bros. And Wii. You are right about that. But it's.
I remember Wii Sports. It kicked your ass in boxing.
That didn't have boxing on there, so you're full of shit. Wii Sports, it
tennis?
was Wii tennis. I would whip your ass in tennis.
Nah, man. 6 love.
Whip your ass in tennis. I whip your ass on all of them. Don't even worry about it. Tennis, bowling. What was the other ones? Tennis, bowling, baseball. And they had one more. Remember? Or no, they had 6 games in Wii Sports, but for sure they didn't have boxing. I remember that. We had to buy a game for that. But any of them, Paul, right now, I'd toast you. This guy's still afraid to 1v1 me in Halo. Let's keep this air this out, Paul. We got a chance. You keep dodging it every time. Came over last night. I had my 360 controller in my hand. I knocked on the door at 2 a.m. Wouldn't let me in. Too scared. Too scared to face you in Halo 3. You know what's gonna happen.
You can come over anytime and get swept. How about that?
Can't wait. I cannot wait. Any game, any day.
All right, speaking of games, though, are there any games? Okay, so this is what I'm having a hard time with lately. There's no games I'm looking forward to because I haven't been gaming that much. Is there anything you're looking forward to that's coming out?
Okay, I wasn't looking forward to this until I saw some gameplay, and we talked about this previously, why I wasn't, and I won't go back into why I'm not into this game, but it's the new Batman VR game. I can't remember what it's called. Batman Arkham Shadow. That's what it's called. A new Batman VR game. It's set in the Arkham universe. Now, the whole entire Arkham fan base was pissed off because the 3 core Arkham games, or the 4 core Arkham games, are fantastic. We love them. And then Warner Bros. Came and released 2 more that's technically a part of the series, and they were dog shit trash. And everybody's like, they got to come back and revive the Arkham, series and make it right. What do they do, Paul? They fuck us and make a VR Batman game. Thus, forcing over, I'd say easily over 2/3 of the fan base unable to play it, right? Not a lot of people have VR.
Yeah.
But they released some gameplay, and oh boy, does that look good. That gameplay for the Arkham Batman, essentially it's a Batman detective VR game, but there's a lot of combat in it, and the combat system is so similar to Arkham that it feels like you're beating bad guys up. Paul, there's a scene in the VR trailer where he jumps down from a grate and he goes up and chokes some guy out. Do you know how excited I was? Because you have to put your hand like this and choke a guy out, and I can just picture myself doing that in my living room, pretending to choke. I wouldn't leave the VR. I'd just be beating up bad guys all day. I'd beating up hanging, punch him in the head, punch his stupid head in. I'm excited for that. What did you think of that gameplay trailer, Paul? Because
it looked pretty cool. It's very impressive how far VR games have come in just a short span, I would say. Mm-hmm. Boneworks is one of those that paved the way a lot. They got really crazy into the physics, which kind of made like people take those types of strategies for building a game and implement it in theirs, such as like it's made fighting games better, such as this one looks really good. I think it's gonna be cool. I every time I go into a GameStop, every once in a while, like if I'm at the mall, I always just kind of like, even if I'm there for something specific, if I have time, I like to hit the GameStop, maybe Schmidt Music, and check out instruments and just kind of like walk. It's just cool to walk around. Mm-hmm. And I was at the GameStop, every time I'm so close to just buying a MetaQuest 3. And it's like, the reason why is because I really want an HTC Vive, but those are like $1,000. And I've heard so many good things about the Meta Quest 2 and the 3. And they're cheap. They're kind of a standalone system. I just get the one with the biggest drive possible, so I can have a bunch of VR games on there. But like,
Yep.
um,
Way to do it.
that's kind of what I'm looking for. Because the HTC Vive, don't get me wrong, it's sick. I would spend the money on that, but like, I have other priorities, and also then you have to, like have it all hooked up to the computer, which is fine because my computer can handle all that. But it just gets more I want
It's
simple as I get older.
well, one, if you buy that, let me know because I will use it more than you will. But I'm just kidding. No, I'm always hesitant. I've kind of decided this, and I've said this on the podcast. I decided this years ago. I'm not touching VR until I'm in my 30s, because by then that's another 8 years for them to develop. Whatever they have now, I won't even want to. People won't even believe in VRs in 8 years, dude. It's gonna be crazy, or maybe not. Maybe it will be. Maybe the technology will marginally increase from that. It seems like one of those technologies that in 8 years, when I'm 30, it might just marginally be better. And I might be just like, fuck, I wasted all this time I could be playing these VR games, and it still looks like shit, But that's why I'm always hesitant. But unless someone wants to buy me a VR, Paul, I will happily play but I only take the HTC Vive. If you bring me the MetaQuest, I will throw it out. I'll toss it in
Why?
the dumpster. Just kidding. No, I want the best of the best if you're going to do VR, right? Get the best of the best, but it's expensive because if it's the best of the best now, how long until it's obsolete? A year, 2 years? How long is the shelf life of VRs? Typically, a couple years? Is there a
I feel like it depends on how much you use it, but something tells me, if you're doing a lot of sports and physical activity ones, you're gonna have to replace that band a lot and the foam padding. I'm assuming it's replaceable. And
Yeah.
I don't know. They seem such a personal gaming item that like I really wouldn't want to go over and try my friend. Like if I know he's been boxing in it for like months,
And
like
give it a good spritz of like some disinfectant or something. Yeah, I don't want to wear no someone's dirty VR helmet. Do they
yeah, I
have
don't
to
know how
have?
that works. I don't know if they have maybe you can
They
switch
don't.
it out or something.
Maybe in the future. I don't know if they have that now, but that is a good point. But this is another thing that brings up a good point. I was going to bring up boxing. There's a lot of cool boxing VR games and ones that actually do condition. Like if you are doing proper form and stuff, from what I've heard, is you can definitely learn some okay conditioning on the VR. Because it's kind of weird. You have the headset on, its weight. You have the controllers in your hand. That feels weird, but
Yeah.
I think if I could shadow box in VR whilst I beat up a fake VR person, I'd do a couple extra rounds of shadow because you get your workout in. That's one of the things that like the big selling point they are missing in VR right now is workouts. If you can give me
Yeah.
some good workout games, like I don't know,
They do have a lot
maybe
of good ones.
maybe I'm running, but there's a guy behind me with an axe. I'm running. You got to keep your pace up, and if you don't, you get hacked up, and it's all scary. You get jump scared. Paul, imagine this: you like running, and if you fall below a certain heart rate, you get jump scared. You get right.
You're just like, you get out of it and you're like shaking. You've been doing it for days.
You're all scared. You have PTSD and shit, but you
Because
get
you
work
know
at
how
it.
on the Meta Quest 3 you can like make it clear so you can see around your room?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
What if it starts phasing into reality? Like you're seeing the
Oh,
being
dude,
over time.
it's like in the corner, keeps coming close. If you don't run faster, it's gonna get you, dude. Oh my
Well,
god.
what are you running on?
You just running. I don't know, running in place. No, you gotta run those tracks. You're right. You just run it. You're running in place in your home. You gotta run faster. No, you gotta figure out the treadmill stuff too. Hook it up to a treadmill. What are you running on? Where are you running? You're gonna run into a wall. Paul's like, where are you running from? I don't know. Figure it out. You're doing squats, and every time you come up, I don't know, it's a scary face, and you don't want to, or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We've talked about it before, but I'm really looking forward to the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. And
Yeah.
I don't have an Xbox, so I'm gonna have to wait a year and get it on the PS5 or whenever they decide to release it, because that was announced.
Oh,
But
man.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which was originally going to be an Xbox. What's the latest one? Xbox,
Honestly
whatever
don't
the
know.
late dude. That's the thing I hate about them is like their naming scheme sucks. It's like
Bad.
the PlayStation's easy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Xbox is like
Done.
S1X. You're like, what? Which
Yeah,
one?
and then there's the XS, and then there's like the 1S, the 1Q,
And
the
now
1P.
there's that new limited edition one coming out with a 2 terabyte hard drive next month. But anyways, that game was supposed to be exclusive, the Indiana Jones game, to Xbox, but they have now said that maybe, I don't know about PC, but for sure PlayStation 5 will get it at some point. I'm assuming a year or two after its release.
Oh, because
Um,
it's going there first, and then it's coming.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that's been a big downfall lately. Because my brother Max asked me, he's like, "I want to buy a gaming console. Do I
He
buy the
asked me
PS5?"
same thing. What did you
What did
tell
you
him?
tell him? I told him that there's really no exclusives that drive me towards either console. And I
Yeah.
said, since you aren't like an exclusive type guy where you kind of will play any game, I just told him to get a PS5 because I just like Sony better. And there's no exclusives that drive either, especially for him as a casual gamer. He doesn't give a
Yeah.
fuck. He
Yeah.
doesn't care that Demon Souls is just on PS5. He's not gonna play that.
Yeah.
He's gonna play kind of the standard games. And I just think the PS5 is a better console. I don't have experience with, but I just think
So
so.
I have a PS5. I told him to get the Xbox, and I also told him
Really.
to take my opinion with a grain of salt because the grass is always greener. But
Mhm.
the PlayStation's got the Xbox beat in the UI aspect and all that stuff. It does. It's
100%.
got, it just
Same
does.
same
But
it's been the same USI or,
for the
user
most part, it's
interface,
been
yeah.
refined and like improved to look
Yeah.
nicer, but that's about it. Same kind of layout though. I do think the UI isn't as good as the past ones now that they have the overlay power menu and stuff. I don't like that.
Mhm.
But I told him that the Xbox, because of all the announced games exclusives for the Xbox from that
Mm.
last conference where Sony's game days or days of play or whatever
Oh,
the
I
hell it is
forgot about
had
that.
kind of a lackluster lineup. So I told him maybe it's just also because I don't have time to sit down and game much anymore. I barely use that thing. It's basically just
Mm.
a 4K Blu-ray player for me at this point. I
Yeah.
told him like I would get the Xbox, especially just because Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and I would want to play that right away and not wait. And that's what I told him. And I also told him, I texted him like, oh yeah, by the way, they just announced today that it's gonna come to the PlayStation. So if that changes your mind, he's like, well, I want to buy one next month. And then I was like, oh wait, by the way, there was a post today that Xbox is doing a new edition of the console, the 2 terabyte drive disc version 2 next month. And I'm just like, you might as well just wait and buy that one.
Yeah, honestly, you make a good argument. We did talk about the games conference, and we did talk about Xbox blew it away, but I guess I thought more towards of Max being a more casual gamer,
I
and
get that too.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think of
And
it
he's
title.
but he's also always liked PlayStation better. So like
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I
he's
mean,
probably gonna swing that way, and that's fine. And also it's like it's a cool thing.
yeah.
Oh, you get a PS5, you can borrow any of my games,
He's probably so undecided. He's like, I got one guy telling me get the Xbox, I got the other telling me get PS5. I don't know what to do.
At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, I feel, unless you really care about some of those other exclusive games.
Well, first thing I told him was PC. It's like PC,
He
immediately.
won't.
He won't.
It's
He
he
might
doesn't
not even
want the
buy the console.
hassle. And as I get older, I realize that. It's like I just don't want the hassle
Yeah,
anymore.
it is a hassle. But I would always go Sony. What other games we got here? Any other games you're looking forward to, Paul?
No,
'Cause not GTA. You're not looking forward to
I don't
GTA?
really care.
Yeah,
I've
play
had
it.
my fill of Grand Theft Auto. It's really gonna have to wow me.
The jiggle physics on the boobs, that's not wowing you?
What? No,
They
I didn't even
have
know it
you
was
seen
a
have you
thing.
seen the behind the scenes for the motion capture of the strip club? Like, come on, come on. Like, no, that game GTA 5 is gonna be a while though. It's gonna be like a year. I got another one. Have you seen that like old timey game where it's kind of like an old Mickey Mouse cartoon, but it's a shooter? Have you seen that game? Have you seen
Oh,
games like that?
mouse,
Yeah, is that coming out?
mouse
That looks like
something.
one of those fake games. Like
No,
one of
it's
those
gonna
games.
take a while. It was
Yeah,
announced very early last year, and they just did another marketing
thing
push
of it.
for it. They renamed it. It's not Mouse anymore. It's like Mouse something. Like there's
Yeah, I
something
couldn't
else in the title,
remember.
and
Um,
it looks sick. I've been waiting for that for a
I
while. It'll come out.
I've I've always thought it was one of those, like, they have trailers for fake games that are never
Yeah,
gonna I remember when, like, Days Gone or something did a trailer, and the gameplay was completely opposite from the actual game. It wasn't even, like, remotely similar.
like Brink.
Brink, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, it was just bullshit. It was leading you on, Uh, yeah, that one I'll check out maybe. But yeah, no drive to wanna, like, buy a game and sit down. I tried to play some games earlier, and I was just like, I don't even want to do this.
Um,
Or
what do you think about? So I got a good topic here. What do you think about the difference between physical media and digital media, such as like how over time there's disc rot. Like even if your disc is in like very very good condition in a case, like and that's super not humid, some discs just deteriorate over time. They'll
it's
start
just
to
rock.
split.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
discs
that.
rot. Yeah,
How long does
so
that take?
it takes
20
so
years?
it depends on like really old early CDs.
Mm.
It's pretty quick, but like I think Blu-rays are a lot better right now. I've also heard the opinion that Blu-rays don't last as long due to all the extra stuff that is put into how the CD's made or whatever. But I don't know the nitty gritty of it. But I guess like my question is like we've seen services get taken down completely. with content that people have purchased. You know, like that Sony store that was on PlayStation 3 or something that people had a bunch of movies
Yeah.
and stuff they bought. I can't remember.
Mhm.
Something like that. Do you
Yeah,
think
I
that
remember
the
that. Ultraviolet, I think is what it's called.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
do you think that the end game is just kind of to have your own digital library? Because
Yes.
isn't that just kind of the only true way to own what you buy? Which,
Yes.
by the way, what I'm talking about is technically legal. If you buy a 4K Blu-ray, there's nothing against ripping it and having it digitally. It's if as long as you're the
Yours.
only one that's viewing it and you don't share it with anybody. Like people have their own local Plex servers that they load stuff with, and just kind of like over time as they buy DVDs, they load it in there. That's like kind of what I would do. And just keep the DVDs obviously because physical media is like number one in my opinion. But
Pretty sure I see the FBI warning every time I turn it on. It's FBI warning, copying, and just remember that. Remember
yeah, but
that
it's
red.
distribution. I think that there's
Yeah.
that or it's like kind of like a kind of a gray
It
area.
is.
But like
Yeah, it is.
like what other options do you have though when we've seen physical stuff get edited, like episodes
Mhm.
get removed from TV shows? Like we've talked about this before in a sense, but like I bought all these Xbox 360 games and I'm looking at them and a lot of them are in like decent condition, but I'm like, God damn, maybe eventually these just will stop working or like start to
Mhm.
decay. And the 360 weakness with a lot of those discs was the inner ring
Yeah.
would just crack and then
Oh,
eventually
yeah.
split, and
Yep.
then it would.
Yep.
And that was like and it's because I think of how the cases are designed when you push them in and take them out.
Yeah. That would happen with 360 games if you moved the console while it was on. I remember
No,
my
if
friend.
you it would crack the
It would
middle.
it would do that. Oh yeah, because
Remember
I
if you
remember my
step
friend
on
moved
it
it.
and it would put a ring? It was like a burn it.
Yeah.
Those were like common.
Yeah. No, I remember that. Here's the thing. Yes, you're gonna have to completely like rip all your own stuff. Your own digital library is the only way to keep anything intact, right? But the second thing is this censorship isn't gonna stop. It's only gonna get worse from here on out. There's no going back to where we are right now. And I can't necessarily get mad as much at the companies that are like saying you need to do that as much as I'm getting mad at the creators. Like when It's Always Sunny, when they came to It's Always Sunny creators, the bulk of them, and said, we're removing these 4 episodes because you have blackface and you're racist and everything. What they needed to do was, okay, well then take the entire show off of Hulu. Oh, I'm gonna lose a couple $1 million. Boo hoo! You're not gonna censor my show. It's kind of up to the artist's integrity, right? And it's like, is that artist gonna let that happen or not? And I feel like we have had examples. I'm blanking on a couple, but there's examples where artists say, no, you can't censor this. And I've always had a problem with censorship. I mean, um, like the big thing for me, huge thing for me is censored gangster rap and shit. You ever try to go on Spotify and listen to Biggie and
Yeah.
they censor Ready to Die? What asshole is listening to censored Ready to Die? Were you playing at elementary school? Like, who is this for? Who's into this? Do you know what he's singing about? Wanted to kill himself, and you bleep out the word ready to. I'm ready to. I'm ready to. That's how it goes, Paul. That's literally how it is. And it's just weird to me. I think what we need is just artist integrity. The artists need to say, fuck you. Oh, I'm going to lose some money. That's fine because it's not about the money. It's about the artistic expression, right? But yes, that's the only way to protect your original stuff because Disney has been making a lot of edits for their cartoons and stuff, but they don't tell you. They just put it out, and then people have been catching them and being like, wait a minute. But a lot of them are good. A lot of them are like reasonable. They don't want kids going into dryers and stuff. A lot of them are like scenes where people are doing dumb shit that you shouldn't be doing. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I guess it's not good, but it's like, who cares, I guess. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like if you're really into that, buy the physical, But again,
Yeah.
the artist integrity. If someone, Paul, if we had a sponsorship and they came to us a year later and was like, hey, all the episodes you said retarded, we're taking them off. And I'm like, well, first of all, that's everything. All the Gutterball episodes are gone. They're banned. But
No.
I'd like to think we'd say, well, if you want to ban all our episodes to say retarded, we'll just cut ties with you and go work with someone else, right? Because don't, don't fuck with my artistic integrity. It just kind of like makes
I
me
don't think
mad.
there's anything artistic about saying a word, but I
No,
get
but
what you
I
mean.
guess
If
that.
free
But I guess
speech.
free speech. Don't
Again though,
infringe my free
these
speech.
but again, these
Just
platforms are
think.
private and they can enforce whatever rules they
Let me
want.
ask you this: do you think there's artistic? Do you think there's anything artistic in doing blackface? Think about that.
No.
Yeah, right. Me neither. So don't remove that one either. Don't remove those
What?
episodes.
Yeah, like I wouldn't get offended if even like somebody else did whiteface that wasn't white. I would not give a shit.
It's hilarious. Didn't remember when Nick Cannon did that and and he got canceled for that? He
Did he?
came out. Yeah, dude, he dressed. Dude, America's Got Talent. By the way, Nick Cannon's retarded. I don't like him. But he came out on
Okay, you
America's.
need to stop dropping the R word.
What's wrong with the R word? The R word's safe. It's free reign. What word can I use? See, Paul? Censorship. I will not be censored. I will use my free. We are
Okay,
women and we
yeah.
are free.
All right.
We are
Yep.
women and we are free. Yeah, no. He came out in whiteface, dressed as a mime. Dressed as a mime. You cannot be black in a mime. Doesn't work out for anyone. So don't do that.
Huh.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I wouldn't mind whiteface. I think that's pretty hilarious, actually.
So he can't be a mime? That's terrible.
No, he seriously and you didn't see him on America's Got Talent.
Hey, I just remembered this out of nowhere.
Okay.
What do you think of this for the Halloween special
What do you
coming
think
up?
of this? Okay.
We try to get as many people that were on 100, maybe one more on the show, and they
Okay.
all have to dress up. We'll
Okay.
coordinate it. But
Okay.
it's a drinking episode, and we go for as long as we can. Like we just keep going. We'll
I'm
just
so
start it.
down.
We'll
So
just
you-
start it at like 5 p.m. and then we'll just let it rip all eat. Like we'll just go as long as we can.
I didn't think you'd be into that, but I am so down. I am so down for that. That's awesome. Let's do that. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it up. But I honestly, here's what I'm doing though. I'm doing the Taylor. I'm gonna be the Taylor of this episode. Remember when Taylor says everyone has to drink? I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be like, all right. And going into it, Paul, I think it'd be funny because I already have these. We'll plan this before. Write down a list of things that if I do them, like typical things I do, we all have to drink, or typical things you do, we all have to drink.
I
'Cause
think
already got, like, 20
I
people.
think it'd just be better if we have a drink master. If it was just
A
you.
drink master? Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Or even if it's someone else too, but somebody who has to like consist. But I'm down to do that. I think it's just get fucked up. So
Because
we're
I
like,
think you would
oh.
laugh so hard if I got so messed up on wine that my lips were like purple with the costume that I'm
Dude,
in.
don't get messed up on wine, man. You're gonna feel so sick. Just throwing up red wine. He's doing it. He's doing the Ring costume. He's doing the Linda Blair from The Exorcist. He's throwing up over the fucking place.
No,
Jesus.
I still haven't told you what I'm gonna go as. or
No,
what I
and
think I'm gonna do.
I narrowed my down to a top 5. Can I just go through them one and then we'll talk about them again?
Yeah.
I'm either gonna do the Candy Wife from Flapjack, the Candy Wife. She's a character. I'm gonna do Buffalo Bill in the robe because I think that'd be fucking hilarious. I'm gonna do Harley Quinn. I'm gonna do the Left 4 Dead witch. I'm gonna do a Lucky Aid employee from Malcolm in the Middle. That one's the easiest. Just get a couple
Yeah.
buttons. We'll get Lucky Aid. Or I'm gonna do Claire from Resident Evil. I haven't decided. I'm gonna do
Should I
one
just
of
tell you
those.
right now who I'm gonna go as?
If you want to.
I'm gonna go as the Cat in the Hat.
Oh yeah, I knew. Oh, I think you told me that already. Actually, now that you say it, I remember it. Yeah, you did say it on the cast. Yeah, that's good. Because for those that don't know, Paul goes all out. He shows up for Halloween. Like this motherfucker puts
Wait,
in.
could that be seen as bad since the cat is black?
Google it. We're racist. Google it. We're racist. No,
Are
you're just
we?
a cat. It could be specious, if anything, because you're dressing up as a cat. You're appropriating a cat culture. Specious.
Well, hold on. Let's see how. I remember his face being a little.
You have to ask you're racist. That's the thing. Am I racist? Paul, so you Google it. Is this racist? You're racist. If you have to ask that question at any point in time, you're racist. Oh, he's white and black.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Mike Myers is white. Yeah, he did. They would not like Mike Myers do blackface. Mike Myers argued for days about that. He's like, let me do the blackface. Let me do the blackface. He's like, well, that guy has a white face. He's like, let me do the blackface just once. We put it on once. They wouldn't let
It's
him do it.
terrible. He's like, I want to be like Robert Downey Jr.
What do you mean, Junior? I can't do a Mike Myers, but that's how he would sound if he was asking for blackface.
He's like whining. Yeah,
He's
come
whining.
on, yeah.
He almost didn't do it. He almost didn't do it. You gotta have the bat with you, the big bat.
Yeah, I was gonna
Maybe
get a big inflatable bat.
Do you ever think what's Destiny gonna go as? Thing 1, Thing 2? One of the
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll just go as one of those guys.
no, you didn't need. It's a couple's costume. You need another. You can't be an asshole with Thing 1 and no Thing 2. You're gonna look like a dick. No one's gonna come talk to you.
The
Like, who's that
things-
guy?
The things are hammered. They're stealing your stuff.
Hammered.
You just
Well,
met them.
what if you go on their jigamajoo, like get one of their thingamajigs that they ride? You know, they got the big back
Did you call it
thingamajoos.
a jigamajoo?
Jigamajoos.
What the?
Jigamajoo. That's what they're called. A
Why did you call
jigamajoo.
it that?
Because that's what Dr. Seuss did. He's a very racist man.
Yeah.
Beat his wife a lot. He hit his wife a lot, dude.
Dude,
He
you know
did.
what
I'm
I
serious.
want? I want like Dr. Seuss style, really shiny copper gutters on my house. Like Willy Wonka style.
Yeah, I was telling you, brass gutters. Brass, dude. That's classy.
Copper. I'm up there shining it.
Copper.
It's like it's reflecting light and making cars crash.
It's so hot. It's making cars crash. It's so fucking hot, too. Your house is like your house is 20 degrees hotter in the summer because of it. It's sweltering.
There's a sun shower and it's boiling the water in the fucking gutters.
It pushes some water in the gutters. Holy shit, that'd be so bad. Your house is so warm. Destiny's like, Paul, I think you gotta take out these copper gutters. He's waving a fan.
The house keeps getting struck by lightning because of it's hitting the copper gutters.
Jesus Christ, what if it's struck? You have to have a lightning rod. You're like, what's that? 20 lightning rods in your fucking yard just to stop all the lightning strikes? Jesus Christ. No, I've always thought you should paint your house multicolors, like rainbow it. Your HOA would appreciate you.
No, I don't have an HOA, and that would look horrible. I'm doing a grayish purple. The color is called Old Amethyst.
I need to look that up then, because I love colors. Old Amethyst. Paul, let me spell amethyst.
A-M-T.
Oh, it's pretty cool. No, I got it.
D-H-E-Y-S-T, I think.
Yes, you got it, actually. That's good, because I did not spell it like that. Oh. Looks pretty good. Hold on, let me see here. Is this a different one? Oh yeah, I like that.
It's like a grayish purple.
That's to be classy. Oh yeah, I see it on houses. They got one.
The white trim. Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna look good. What is your house now? I don't even know
white.
What it looks. White. Ooh, that's gonna look good. I like that. Oh man, painting a house sounds fun. I don't know why that appeals to me so much. I want to paint that.
Man, it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be hard work.
Let's get the big spray thing.
Well, that's what we're gonna spray it, but you still have to like. If I want to use a good primer, like an oil-based primer, I think that shit's got to be brushed on. I'm not sure.
Should I park my car right next to it while you paint it and get all the things? Actually, Paul, could you just paint my car purple while you're at it? Just coat it once in purple.
All the tires and everything.
Everything, just everything. You don't tell me though. The
only thing we tape off is the windows because that's the only way it's legal. Like
and you cover up my windows. Oh my god! So
cover your windows.
I come out and there's purple paint all over my. It's not over anything else. How about you just section off the car? You just paint the windows. You section off the car. All of it's taped off.
It's perfect.
The window. It's perfect. You can't destroy it now.
You run the wipers and it's tearing the paint. It's just.
No, it's funny. No, I'm excited for Halloween. That's gonna be a great costume. Get a thingamajig. Figure out a thingamajig to have with you, like a contraption of some sort that has.
I'll get a unicycle. I crack my head on the concrete in my basement. I had too much wine.
Hat costume.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna be funny. So, man, that's gonna be great. You're gonna have to do the whiskers and everything. You're gonna be careful. You are approaching fairy territory, Paul. You're riding the line.
God damn it, you're right.
The line,
maybe I'll just go with somebody else.
Not that furries are all bad people. But they're all pedophiles. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just not kidding. It's not true, but if you're real here.
We'll see. I've been contemplating Cat in the Hat because I'm just also wondering if I want one with less work this time around.
Do you want to go as a Lucky Ed employee with me? That's where I am right now. I'm at a point where I need to decide by September 1st because half these costumes I have to build if I'm going to do them. But I might just bite the bullet, get 4 patches, the Lucky Ed employee from Milk in the Middle, get a blue shirt, throw that on, put my name. I think it'd be cool. I'd like the luck. I think it's like a niche costume and super cheap. But I have to decide in a couple days here. I might get if I can find a Buffalo Bill kimono that's all patchworked, I'm gonna go with Buffalo Bill. I'm gonna get one of those skin suits.
Should I go as Uriel Septum?
What the fuck is that?
I have the Amulet of Kings.
Yeah, do that. You already have the Oblivion cosplay halfway done. Just get a helmet. Get a Witch King of Angmar helmet, put it on.
No, I look like Uriel Septum. I'll just go with I need to grow my hair out.
You should do it. Can you grow your hair out? I'm just kidding, just being a dick. Get away.
Should I just start growing my hair starting now?
I like whatever that guy's name is because I forgot what it was already. Ariel Mangard. Is that Ariel Hagrid?
Uriel Septum?
Uriel Septum. Don't say it like anyone should know what it is. Uriel Septum, like a
From
duh.
Oblivion,
Like,
idiot. Oh, yeah.
Uriel Septum is. No, go as that. That would be cool. I would really like that actually. Get a big sword. Get a great sword. Drag it
Uriel
behind.
Septum has a sword, I think, yeah. But he wears like a big royal robe, and he's got the
Ooh.
amulet, and he has gray slicked back hair. And that's why it's just like, do I just like grow my hair out?
You should do it.
It's gonna
Do
look
it.
terrible.
Do it. It'd be. I feel like that one's easier than Cat and Hat. You're gonna be wearing face paint the whole time for Cat and Hat.
Oh, I know. I did it for Pennywise. Oh yeah, but we're talking hours though, right?
Yeah. I'm just thinking of the Buffalo Bill dance. I'm gonna have that soundtrack playing. You know when he's dancing? Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'm gonna get the robe. It's gonna be so funny. I don't have blonde hair. Though.
He's
That's the
listening to
biggest
Goodbye Horses.
Yeah, Goodbye Horses. I'm gonna have that playing when I walk around the party. Yeah, we're like, who the fuck are you?
All right. Should we get
Fuck
this
me.
tier list ripping, and then we'll call it a show?
Fuck me. Yeah, I'm good. It's I just picture
All right.
myself as Buffalo Bill
All
murdering
right.
people.
You
up there.
talk, keep them entertained. I'm gonna switch some
Ooh,
overlays.
I'm gonna keep them entertained. Yeah, so I'm just searching for a kimono, and so I could do the Buffalo Bill. Do you think anyone would get that? I don't know if much people know who that is, but we got an exciting tier list coming up. I have no idea what this is. You know, we haven't had a tier list in a little while. Last ones we did were, I think we did cereal, we did a Breaking Bad. We probably did another one. I'm totally blanking on what it was. Maybe we did a fast food. We did fast food tier list. We got another one coming up for you. It's gonna be great. I'm excited to see what Paul has in store for us. Let me know if I should peep the stream, ruin the surprise. I'm peeping it. I'm opening it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a little treat for y'all. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got a lot of variation of characters here. Are we doing villains? Is the villains tier list?
Hold on. It isn't
Okay.
live yet for everybody else.
Oh, okay, that's true. We got a bunch of characters here that I haven't seen before.
There we go.
Guys. Okay. Ooh, that.
Whoops. I might have to cut one part, but whatever.
All the porn tabs showed up or what?
No. It just showed the OBS layout, but that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah,
Who gives a crap?
What you got for
all right.
What am I looking at?
You're looking at a villains tier list, and I started with TV show villains, but I was having a hard time finding a lot of TV shows. I know both of us have seen. There are some shows here that maybe you haven't seen, but I also just decided to include movie villains as well because I was kind of like, yeah. So this is a tier list for villains, and now that I think about this, I don't know how we're rating the villains. Are we rating them based on their performance, how evil they were? I just think
this out of the way. Let's do 3 categories at least. How evil they were, like the things they did, how, maybe I don't know.
We got to make it simple because there's a lot here. So
were you scared of them? Like, did they generally scare you when they're on screen? And maybe like their unpredictability or something to it. But I think just pure evil is the thing.
Yeah. So let's get started here. The T-1000. The T-1000 from Terminator 2 Judgment Day, played by Robert Patrick. That's a pretty good one to start with, man. I have to say, he's probably A tier, almost S tier. But I don't want to throw him right in S right off the bat.
Just looking at this tier list, I'm going to find it hard to put anyone below S tier because all these villains are S tier. So let's put it in A. Let's put T-1000. Not a lot to say. He's liquid metal, adamantium.
He's horrifying.
He's scary. Yeah. You know what I love? A little bit of lore about Terminator 2. Robert Patrick learned from an Olympic runner how to only breathe through his nose and not his mouth. So when he's running, he shows no emotion. So if you watch the scenes again, he's just running like this.
Yeah, he's scary.
He's scary. You don't want to fuck with him. He's fast. He's fit.
All right. Livia Soprano.
Evil. That bitch is evil. I hate her. She is a cunt. She's one of the worst. Now, in terms of evilness of all these other guys, no. Let's give her a C, Paul. I'm not liking that D rating. Livia, remember, she tried to kill her own son, tried to get him whacked, She started a lot of things.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with Livia and C. Yeah, it was bad.
Livia Soprano, by the way. For
Newman.
Okay.
From Seinfeld.
You knew Seinfeld, yeah.
Yeah,
played by Wayne Knight. Yeah. He's not very evil, but he is an asshole. But there is some funny scenes with him, so I'd give him a solid E, I'll give him a solid E, in my personal opinion.
An E, huh? Okay, yeah, I would agree with that.
He's not very.
Yeah.
He provides Jerry's an asshole. Jerry just kind of hates him a lot. Newman does fuck him over like once or twice, but no, yeah.
Hey Newman, yeah. Billy the Butcher from Gangs of New York.
Evil man. It's an evil. Okay, I haven't seen Gangs of New York in a long time, but I do remember the violent scene of him stabbing Leonardo DiCaprio. That is a very fucked up scene.
Yeah.
And the scene where he's got the meat cleavers. Now, I would give him a B. I wouldn't put him below Olivia, but I wouldn't put him above the T-1000. But he is menacing. He's definitely an issue.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, he is menacing. All right, Gus Fring, Breaking Bad. And some of these are going to be repeat from the Breaking Bad character tier list I think we did, but
what do you think?
As a villain, he's smart. He's somewhat stoic and he's kind of scary, man. Like you wouldn't want to fuck with Gus. You see his bad, when you see his bad side, it's bad.
Yeah. You almost sympathize him a little bit with him.
Yeah. I think he's a B.
He's a B. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does what he has to.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly physically intimidated by him. So put him in B.
Oh man, I'm blanking on his name right now that I want to pull here.
Grab him. I don't know. I can see who it is.
Hold on, I have it written down. It's
Damn. I don't even know who this is. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Okay. He goes by in the movie The Green Mile, Wild Bill. He was the horrible one that did the acts that John Coffey got in trouble for and stuff. The nasty guy, just horrible.
He's a villain.
He's a villain. He's the villain of the movie, if you think about it.
I thought it was a chair. I thought the electric chair was. Was it not the big black guy? Was he not the villain?
Who did they cast as the electric chair in The Green Mile? Who played the electric chair?
You put him.
He's
B? Nah. He's like a C.
He's evil, dude.
He's that evil?
Based on what he's done, though, it's bad. I don't know. I'll give him a C.
Put him higher, but you got to argue for that. I'm giving him a C. I don't think he's more evil than Gus, or as equally evil. He is fucked up, though.
The xenomorph.
From the alien?
Yeah.
All the aliens combined? That's like an A tier villain, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah. It is good. It is good. Yeah. Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin from Daredevil on TV and some appearances in Punisher, I believe.
He's tricky. He's not my favorite portrayal of the Kingpin.
He's my favorite, 100%.
He's like the only one that we really had.
Yeah.
I kind of want my Kingpin to be a little bit more bigger. I want him to be bigger and like more.
Yeah.
Even though this guy is, they based him in reality because that's what you needed for the Daredevil series.
Yeah.
I'd give him like a C because I can't think of. You've seen the Daredevil more than I have.
I think he's a B, man.
Okay, you can put him in B, up to next to Gus Fring and them. Okay,
based on just performance too, but not based on what he's done.
Yeah, he's a good.
Because they also got to account for like how much they convince you that they're a bad guy. You know,
grab the smoking guy, grab the deep throat,
the cigarette smoking man.
Cigarette smoking man, yeah,
classic.
He's not deep throat. He is cigarette smoking man. I've been rewatching the X-Files lately. I'm on like season 2 now.
Oh, sweet, dude. I need to.
You know how scared I am watching it? I'm like so scared, dude. The little alien episodes
some of them are horrifying.
Cool. Dwayne Barry, no, I don't want to go, and he's crying, drilling his fucking teeth. That's scary, dude. Scary as hell. He is menacing. Remember, he's the one that like shot all these people. He shot MLK. He shot JFK.
Man. He's above the government. He's a cigarette smoking man.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him as like a B or a C, man. I wouldn't put him up there with the xenomorph, but he is a menacing, and he's not like the controlling villain of the entire show.
Because he's just so intermittent too.
He is very intermittent, which works, serves its purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That episode is cool though.
Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men.
That's an evil motherfucker.
He's evil.
And his portrayal is very good. I would put him as a solid B or a C. You put him in A?
I'd put him in C.
You put him in C? You could put him in C.
You think he's better than the cigarette smoking man?
Probably, yeah. I'd put him with B, maybe.
I honestly think it should be like this.
Yeah, you know, I like that better. Now that I see it, I do like that better.
Yeah. And honestly, D.
Yeah, right. I was really on that guy. He is a villain, but not as high as Livia. Livia is a bitch. God, I hate Livia.
All right. Annie Wilkes from Misery.
Oh, that fucking bitch. I hated her. I hate you, Kathy Bates, for making me hate you. You bitch. A B or an A. She's fucking evil, dude. Isn't she the one that like hacked
off? She
off
might be an S tier, dude.
She might be an S, dude. She hacked off
her.
Might
be the first S tier.
Your number one fan.
Yeah, she's just evil.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in a while. I don't like that movie. That movie freaks me out, dude.
Yeah, it's so like it's too realistic. I hate it.
Yeah,
What do we got here? Randall Boggs from Monsters Inc. I think he was in a couple others.
I like that. I put him as a solid D or an E. I wouldn't say he's as evil as everyone else. He is trying to do good, but he is trying to. I don't know. I don't know what is this whole thing. He's just trying to like catch Sully with the kid
I
or
don't
something.
know. He's an asshole. Oh, that's
What he
all
is
I
trying to
know.
do is stop a monster from having an underage kid. So if anything, he might be the hero of the story.
Yeah.
You know, trying to
Wait
stop
a minute.
Sully.
Wait a
What do
minute here.
you
Wait, we
do
need
with
to go watch this
3-year-old?
again. Uh, Mr. Burns.
I'd put him in terms of evil. He did do a lot of evil shit, and you ever watched as much Simpsons as I have. I'd put him in a D or a C purely because he's the classic cartoon villain. Everybody knows Mr. Burns. He's been around 40
Excellent.
years. He's funny. He has some really good quotes and shit that I really love.
Excellent.
I love this one. My favorite quote is when he's like watching Homer on the security cam and he's like, "Yes, keep eating those donuts, not knowing you're drawing ever closer to the poison donut." And it's employees like, "We had to remove the poison donut due to insurance reasons." Damn the oily hides. And he's like,
Yeah.
"Damn the oily hide." Just love that. What's the poison? Feathers
Feathers
McGraw.
McGraw.
Wallace and Gromit. Now this guy was an asshole.
He was
Remember,
up to no good.
he pulled out the
Pull out a
knife,
revolver.
bro.
He pulled out the fucking. He got the gat, dude. He pulled out that club, homie.
And
That
Gromit,
wick. That wick. He pulled out that wick stick, dude. He was ready to start
yeah,
blasting.
and Gromit was like, "Oh shit!" He knew it was like that dude pulled heat. Dude, I'm gonna give him like a solid C or D. He was ready to ice them in their own home.
Yeah.
He home invaded them and was ready to kill.
He had the
people.
money bag. He's on the train. He's firing.
Yeah, he's trying to kill him, dude. He's fucked up. I love Feathers. He's making a comeback too. He'll be in the new one. Feathers McGraw.
Oh yeah.
Didn't they send him to the moon or some shit? What did they do to him?
I don't know what they did. They put him in jail. But now we got from the X-Men, the original like trilogy or however many there were, Magneto.
Now, Eric Lynch, are we doing just the X-Men films? Or are we doing overall Magneto?
This Magneto, played by this dude.
Okay. What's his
Forget
name?
his name all the
Ian
time.
McKellen.
Yeah.
And we could do the Micro Fassbender one too, because I like his because that's the same guy.
I don't have his on here, but
No, it's the same person technically. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
oh,
Where did you put Magneto, Paul? What are you thinking off the bat here? Oh, where to put Magneto?
he's
very
bad.
evil,
He's powerful,
but he is good. He does
he-
do good things.
He does do good things.
I'd put him as in terms of evilness. I put him in a D. Not that he's not a bad villain, but he's not.
Yeah, I
He has
agree.
to change your heart quite a bit, throughout X.
I agree with that. Yeah. All right, I got Buzz from Home Alone here. Now, Buzz is just a fucking prick, dude. This guy's a menace. He does nothing but
Here's the
make everybody's lives horrible.
Here's the thing about Buzz, though. You only get about 2 minutes of screen time of Buzz before everyone leaves, because the whole
Right.
movie's sitting around the call.
He's
And
an E.
at the end of both films, he comes back and was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry I was a dick to you. You're my brother and I love you." So he kind of like makes up for it every single time. And also, him being a dick to his brother the second time around after his brother was like missing is a dick move. I don't know what it is about him. And his girlfriend, woof.
Yeah.
I got a fun fact for you
Buzz's
too on
girlfriend.
that. You know that picture of that girl? That's not
Yeah.
a girl. That's actually one of the set designers. It's a guy because they said if we put a girl in there, we're gonna ruin her self-esteem for life.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you. So if you look close, you can very tell it's a man.
Oh yeah. All right, I got one maybe you haven't seen. Have you seen Snatch?
Oh yeah, I love Snatch.
Do you like Bricktop?
Oh, I like
What do you
Bricktop.
think? What do you think of Bricktop?
I would say he's as evil as anyone else. I put him honestly, to be real. I put him an E or a D. I don't really. You put him high.
He's fucking evil,
I
dude.
just
He's a
remember
bad
him
guy.
being that evil. I've only seen Snatch once.
He's
That's
just
the
a
way, you like
prick.
Dags, right? You
He
like
delivers
Dags, right?
it well. Yeah. You like Dags.
Yeah. What is his Yorkie?
Here's what
is
I'm
his-
thinking.
Okay, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that just because I don't remember how evil it is. But if you're saying he's evil,
I'm not basing it on just pure evilness. How also he delivers just being an uncomfortable villain too, right? Like he's like a mobster essentially.
yeah. But here's the thing: once you throw in the English British accent, I'm immediately not scared of you anymore. Like I'm done. Like fear is gone. It's lifted away from me. So put him
Okay.
there.
How about Mr. Benedict or Benedict from Last Action Hero?
Ooh,
Gets his uncle blown up in the house. He fucking.
I
He's got
haven't
the
seen that.
glass eye.
I haven't seen that in a while, so I'm gonna let you take the reign on this one because I don't remember how evil he was.
I
I
think
know he was a
Mr. Benedict is a solid D.
okay. That's reasonable. And now if it was Jack the Ripper or whatever that guy's name is,
Harry and Marv, Home Alone.
dude, for like being iconic duo villains, I put them at a B or a C.
I'm thinking a B.
Yeah, a B. Remember when Joe Pesci's gonna bite off Macaulay's finger? He's like, "Ah, man, now your fucking
Yeah,
fingers."
yeah,
Why are you doing that?
yeah.
No, you're not supposed to do that. He actually bit Macaulay's finger. He still has a scar to this day. Imagine getting your finger bitten by Joe Pesci, Paul. So hard that you bleed. You have to get stitches. Get
You
stitches from
punch
it.
me, I bleed.
Punch me, I bleed.
All right, Mr. Candy from Django Unchained.
Now he is a piece of shit. Now
Come on over. We got a fight going on. That's a good bit of fun.
I don't. I'm
Terrible.
like I'm trying to think of quotes that don't involve the N word, but I can't find any, so I won't say anything about him. I won't
His
mention any
performance was really good, even when he
Killed it.
broke his or cut his hand and just kept
That's
going.
cooler. That's cooler. That's awesome. That's how it should be. I put him a solid C because he did get what's his name killed. Christopher Waltz character. What's that dude's name? Dr. King Schultz?
Yeah.
Name
Well,
Schultz?
speaking of that actor, let's do Hans Landa from Inglorious
Oh,
Bastards.
Aaron S immediately. Hans Landa is evil.
He's
Very
evil, dude.
menacing. The
He's
first time he's
bad.
on scene, that opener, that 10-minute opener in Glorious Bastards, you were like, I hate this fucking guy.
Yeah, he's
an asshole.
terrible. Yeah.
I'm glad he got the Nazi thing off. Let's grab Bane over there. Let's talk about Bane a little bit. Bane up
From
top.
The Dark
right.
Knight Rises, Tom Hardy's
Now
depiction.
Bane's kind of a poser pussy. I'm gonna be real with you. He's kind of like a little baby. I don't know. I'd put him in like a D or a D. I don't see him very menacing.
I think Poison Ivy's more scary than him.
Me too. Catwoman just comes in and blasts him with a rocket in his
Yeah.
face, and he's dead.
So far we know. Yeah, that's right. He dies just like immediately.
It's
so
so
far,
dumb, dude.
Yeah. So far we have no one in F tier, and I don't know if there is one. Maybe.
Dude, there's that scene where he's fighting Batman and he punches the concrete pillar. But the scene, he like punches the concrete pillar like an extra 4 times for no reason. He's like, oh, and he's but Batman's like over there, and he's like, why are you hitting it like 5 extra times, dude? I love that. He breaks it. That is cool.
Trinity Killer from Dexter season 4, I believe.
Okay. Taking John Lithgow's performance away from it, which was fantastic, and just as the killer, he's the greatest Dexter killer. I'd put him in a C or a B easily. But if you add John Lithgow's performance as a psychomaniac killer, he's an A or an S tier. Or S tier, excuse me, S tier.
He might be S tier, man. It's ones like Annie and him that I think are the most horrifying because they depict what seems to be a normal person so well, but also just can snap, you know?
Yeah,
and I feel like that's more horrifying even than a Xenomorph.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. Dude, honestly, I'd rather be with the Xenomorph than Trinity Killer any day. I don't want to fucking dude. Even though I probably could beat him up, but not. Yeah, no, you couldn't. Yeah, imagine that, dude. Like that scene. Well, okay, but remember this. Season 4 opens with him standing naked in a woman's bathroom, and then he chokes her out and cuts her leg open until she bleeds to death in the bathtub. That was fucked up, even for Dexter standards. That was brutal. So yeah. So yes.
I got Kilgrave from Jessica Jones. You ever see that?
I did not. This is all you. No idea who that is.
I would give Kilgrave. Kilgrave is pretty menacing with his mind control. He makes people do horrible things. He's a very bad villain in the Marvel universe.
What's he from?
Jessica Jones.
What's her power? Being a woman?
She could like jump super high. She's like got like something similar to like a Spidey sense or like a Batman investigative detective thing going on, where like they're just like super smart.
She can jump really high, but she doesn't have super strength. So when she comes back down,
she does have super strength.
Okay, there you go.
I
think how your selling point, you can jump really high.
That's well, I'm just trying to remember like scenes in the show.
Just being an asshole.
It's been a while. Biff Tannen from Back to the Future.
I don't.
What are you doing, McFly? Yeah, he's just an asshole.
Didn't he become good later on though? Didn't he like have a change of heart? Or
maybe he does, but even then, I don't want to let the nostalgia overrule me. As a bad guy, he's definitely probably a D.
He's a classic movie villain, but yeah, D. Not memorable, at least to me. I don't. To be fair, I don't like Back to the Future. I don't think it's a good movie. I don't think any of them are good.
That's heresy. Shooter McGavin, Happy Gilmore.
I hate him. I hate Shooter McGavin. Do not like
Damn
him.
you people, this is Call.
Christopher McDonald. He's like, "Do you eat piece of shit for breakfast?" No. He's like, "No."
B?
Yeah, he tried to steal the house. He was remember that scene where he's in
He
half. He's like,
steals the
mine.
jacket. Yeah, he's like, yeah, no, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
he's in all the leather.
yeah,
He's making out with his grandma.
yeah, yeah, with the kiss mask. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's hot.
All
Like
right,
that.
Boyd Crowder, Justified.
Never watched. This one's all you. It's all you.
Psychopath, dude. I think he's an A.
You put him in A. I'm gonna trust your judgment on that one.
Don't get me wrong. There are a few moments throughout the show where he has a change of heart and he becomes a good person, but I think it's like all an act is what you eventually see. Like towards the end, he was bad too. Like, so
Watch that.
yeah. Voldemort, Harry Potter.
Voldemort's an asshole.
He
I'm gonna
is.
put him in a solid B or an A. He's coming back trying to fuck shit
I'm
up. He
thinking
doesn't-
B.
Thinking B. Okay,
Yeah.
B solid. He's not physically intimidated, and even though he looks like that, I'd knock his ass out too. His silly ass. All he's got is that wand. Yeah, and a lot of cronies with him.
Yo, fucking show that wand up your ass, homie. Yeah, fucking a bunch of dudes pull up. A bunch of dudes pull up and get out of a car. What we got here? Wizard ass, homie.
They're like running his pockets. They're taking his snapping his wand. They're kicking the shit up. That's what I said. I'm gonna say this again. I'm getting this out here one more time in case any
It's a bunch
Warner
of
Bros.
fucking
take it wrong.
hillbillies.
I want to write a detective murder mystery where a muggle goes into the wizarding world and all he has is Snubnose 38 and everyone's scared of him. Like, stay away. He's Snubnose. That's all he needs. Take these icing wizards, dude. They don't know what to do. Write that. That's my movie. What
Voldemort just takes one right to the dome immediately before he can even cast a spell.
can you do? You can't do shit.
All right, Homelander, The Boys.
Okay, I've only watched the first season of The Boys, and I will say he is very, very menacing. But I
He
will let
gets
you take.
increasingly worse, dude. He's fucking pretty evil, man.
Okay, more evil than Anton Chigurh.
Oh fuck! I just thought of another good villain that should be on this list. Honestly, they're on the same level, probably. I think Anton an A.
To be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. It's been hard to not put all these in A or S because
I know.
love villains so much, and all these you pick such good characters too. Where it's like, how do I downgrade it? But I guess you gotta compare.
You know, one I just thought of we don't have here is Cyrus the Virus from Con Air, played by John Malkovich. He would be good.
Yeah.
Where would we put him if we had him here? He might
Where
be.
would we put Cyrus the
He
Virus?
might be an S, dude, because again, like very cold, calculated, done everything in the book as far as a crime.
But with morals, because he doesn't let Danny Trejo.
That's right.
So I put
That's
him in
right.
He makes him a little better. I'm just saying, my villain would rape the woman. I'm just kidding.
Oh God, Lalo Salamanca.
He's now, yeah, he's pretty menacing, especially when he killed that travel employee at the travel hut and he didn't care about it. I love that scene where he's in court and he's like, "Who's that over there?" He's like, "The victim's family." He's like, "What?" "Of the person you killed." And he's like, he has this blank face, doesn't give no empathy, doesn't give a fuck. Put him a solid B or an A.
Yeah.
He's scary, dude. He's really scary when he's on scene. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, he's kind of unpredictable, and I wanted to include Tuco, but I thought that'd be too many Breaking Bad characters. We already know, like, he's a psycho, and we talked about him before a lot. Mr. Glass from basically Unbreakable. I don't know if he made an appearance in Split. Maybe he did, but definitely in the Glass movie. What do you think of played by Samuel L. Jackson? What do you think?
Okay. He's not as much of a villain as you might think. He just wanted a friend like him, and he had to derail like 13 trains, Paul. That's not
that. Yeah, he killed like he killed all those people.
Not Bruce Willis though, so give him a pass for that, right? He didn't kill Bruce Willis. That's got to give him an extra.
He's on the same level as Lalo.
I think he's below. I'd give him a C, man. Really, a B? You think he's as evil as Gus? Nah, he's just some dummy in a wheelchair. Think about it. All you got to do is lightly push him down that flight of stairs. And he's
oh my God.
He's
okay, he'll be a C.
He killed hundreds of people. You push him down the stairs. Mr. Glass is in front of you at a staircase right now. You have the opportunity. Do you push him? Yes or no? Yes. This is always yes. Push him right down the stairs.
Green Goblin, played by Willem Dafoe in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy.
No, he's pretty menacing.
But
he went and fucked up Aunt May. Remember when Aunt May's just praying, minding her own business?
Oh, Look at the eyes. The
Crazy
eyes.
Spider-Man. He's
Yeah.
so scary.
He's like, yeah, he throws the bomb and blows the side of the house open. Yeah.
She's so dude. For that, I'd give him a B or an A. And that scene, dude, my favorite scene of that whole movie is when he's got Spider-Man tied up on the roof. That's such a comic book looking scene where he's just in big chains bound to the roof. Scary, dude, because you're like, man, Green Goblin could just put a bullet in his kid's head. And he doesn't, like, so I give him a solid B. He's scary.
Lord Farquaad, Shrek.
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never seen any of the Shreks all the way.
What? They're good.
Not even completed a single Shrek. So you take this one. I really don't know what he's done. I don't know what he's about.
He's just more so a prick. I think he's on the same level as Biff Tannen. I mean, a lot of the cartoon ones are down here, but
what is he doing there? Baking a cookie or something? What is
he's
that?
torturing the gingerbread man. He broke his legs off.
I do.
And he's like, my bad job buttons. Yeah, he's getting tortured.
Okay, put him in C. That was brutal. I forgot about that.
That's true.
He was straight torture.
Remember, he's walking his broken off feet in front of him.
Yes. Oh my god, I forgot. That's like
buttons. Yeah.
That's like Kathy Bates psycho shit where he cuts his legs off. Holy shit. Yeah, put him in C.
Aren't they like dipping them in milk and making them soft? No.
Oh yeah. I forgot about. Okay, I did remember that scene. That's scary.
Okay. Heath Ledger's depiction of the Joker in the who made those ones?
Christopher Nolan
Batman trilogy.
What do you think? What do you think for Joker?
Dude, it's a good depiction. He sells it. It's very real world. I have to give the Joker an S tier. It's as cliche as it is, but it's kind of just like a well-known fact. It's one of the best performances.
It is.
Thanos, played by Josh Brolin in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, he was calculated, and he was merciful, even though he had the stone to let half the whole world, or half the universe live, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say like he was right.
Yeah.
But he had some good points there, all right?
Yeah, but he wasn't right.
He should have did that. He doesn't mean everyone needs to die. So I put him... He was... If you're putting in, like, social culture of, like, the build-up to these movies and seeing Thanos... And remember we got Thanos at the end of Age of Ultron? He's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
He's calling Ultron the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
That's badass. I'd put him in a B or an A. That dude, he's badass. So he gets all the stones. And he's like, fuck it. Ices everybody.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. He is merciful, too.
He is. Patrick Bateman, American Psycho.
Okay. Now, he's only evil if you think he did all this shit. Or if
I think he did it.
I think it's in his mind, personally.
It probably is. But, man, I always think about that scene when he blasts the guy at the counter and he's running.
Oh, yeah.
He just shoots the security guard.
I always think about when he stabs that homeless guy and kicks his
so
dog.
Fucked up.
That is fucked up. I put him a B or A or a B. He's quite...
I think he's a B.
Okay, put him in a B.
Shit.
That's good. Compared to everyone else, yeah.
Well, I fucked this up.
Yeah, I see. You're good. Patrick Bateman, he's pretty menacing. Huey Lewis in the news. Undisputed Master.
Comulus from Gladiator, played by Joaquin Phoenix. You haven't seen Gladiator with Russell Crowe?
No, I'm gonna be real.
You better go watch that fucking movie, boy.
This is gonna end up like Taylor and the Terminator.
Haven't I seen you before, boy? Haven't I seen you before, boy?
Is that a bomb? He can't believe it. Haven't seen it before, boy.
Comulus is bad, but he's such a little wimp. He just does stupid stuff.
I do love Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay, he does. I mean, he plays him well. Negan from The Walking Dead. Now I'm talking prime. Let's talk prime Negan before he had a redemption arc, even though I didn't get that far.
No, I never finished that. He was a huge buildup. Remember being a kid, the buildup to Negan was insane.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan killed it. I'd put him a solid B or a C.
I think he's a C.
He's a C. Put him in a C when he bashed Glenn's brains and it was
all right.
brutal.
We got 2 left. Which one do you want to do?
I don't know the guy on the bottom. I'm being honest with you. Chuck Norris, who is
Hans Gruber from the first Die Hard.
Who plays him?
Alan Rickman, the guy who played Severus Snape.
Oh, it is Alan Rickman. Yeah, I couldn't tell. It looks like Chuck Norris here, doesn't it? A little bit.
Kind of does with
Alan
the
Rickman.
lighting, yeah.
Yeah, Alan
Yeah. I
Rickman. I thought it was Brickman. Is it Rickman?
think it's
Probably Rickman.
Rickman.
That's probably right. I love
Brick
Alan Rickman.
top.
Brick Top. Fuck off. Now I'm real. I've only seen the first Die Hard. Doesn't he get blasted at the end or something? I never saw him as
Yeah, he
that much.
gets thrown off of Nakatomi Plaza by John McClane.
Yeah, you can take over the ranking for this one. I don't know where I'd put him. F.
Fuck no.
Okay.
We were gonna do a quick reiteration too at the end here. We're gonna look over the list here and see if our choices we want to do any last minute changes. Alan
Okay.
Rickman though, he's bad. He's not like evil. He's in it for the money and shit.
Good actor.
Great actor, depicted well. I'd say C because even Negan was depicted super well. But like again, you have to consider that redemption. Dr. Evil from Austin Powers, played by Mike Myers.
Now, I've only seen the first Austin Powers, and I really dislike those movies quite a bit. In fact, if you turn it on, I will leave the room. So you can put this. 'Cause
I
put him
love Austin Powers, but
an F.
he's
He's
a bad villain. He depicts
I'm
it.
gonna be
It's
real with
funny,
you.
but
Every role Mike Myers plays, except for So I Married an Axe Murderer, he's fucking annoying as fuck. Even in Wayne's World, he's annoying as shit. Little whiny bitch the whole
yeah.
time.
But what about Cat in the Hat?
He's a whiny little bitch the whole time.
Yeah, but he's the cat. He's got the bat. He's the cat in the hat.
Mike Myers. You can't tell me you'd want to be around the Cat in the Hat in Mike Myers. Who would you rather be around, Mike Myers or the Cat in the Hat in Mike Myers? You'd rather. Okay, how about this, Paul? Would you rather be around a Xenomorph or the Cat in the Hat in Mike Myers? You gotta go Xenomorph. You can't stand the Cat in the Hat.
I'd be the Cat in the Hat. I'd just be worried he's gonna bonk me with the bat.
He will. He's gonna try that every time he turns
He
back.
just clubs your head in. All right, we got the list here. We went through all the villains. You know, it took a little while. These tier lists usually go long. I'm liking how the list is looking. I don't have any crazy complaints.
I would put.
I kind of want to move Olivia down to an E.
Don't be putting Olivia down there. Put her in a D. How about a D? You give Olivia a D. How about that? If you're giving her a D, you might as well give. Oh, Hans Gruber does not get. Yeah, I guess whatever. Put whatever. I guess why whatever, man. Just whatever. Just kidding. See, I want to put someone else in S, and I almost want to say it's either Colonel Hans or it's Anton Chigurh, but they're already in A, so they're already up there.
I think
But
Hans.
Is this what's his name? Hans
Landa.
Landa, that's what it is. I got confused with Hans Gruber. I was like, got a lot of Hans on this list.
Hans is just kind of an
many.
evil name, it seems.
It is an evil name.
I'm liking the way this list looks. I do feel bad putting Mike Myers down here, but like we needed to have at least one F, and I don't even know who that would be.
I might swap Bane with Feathers McGraw, but that's just because how evil they are. But Bane is way more evil. But no, Feathers McGraw did try to ice both of them in their own home. He tried to burglary.
He broke in. It was a B&E, dude, and an assault.
It was just
attempted
implied
murder.
that it was sexual and assault too. So
whoa, because he's a
time.
fucking penguin that doesn't talk.
Because
his eyes.
do that. Yeah,
all right.
I think.
Well, that's the tier list. I'll get us switched over here. Any other final changes, Ruby?
Nah, leave it up there. You got any comments? Let us know if we pick something dumb.
Do you disagree? Do you agree? Let us know.
Probably some Mike Myers fans out there. Go defend your boy because we're shitting on him hard this episode.
Oh yeah. All right. Let me switch us over here.
Pause and swap back over. Let me close the stream here, and then we'll probably wrap up the show. You know, we've been going for a little while. We got a tier list. You know, got a lot of great topics. Not that this was a great episode. You know, I appreciate y'all watching. It's been a grand old time. I love tier lists. Tier lists are awesome. Can't wait to do more of them. I'll let Paul kind of wrap her up, but I just want to reiterate, you know, like, subscribe, comment. We are working on guests and whatnot.
Oopsies. There we go. All right, we're back.
Some specials and stuff were coming up. You know, we got the Halloween special, we got the Labor Day special, the Earth Day special. Paul doesn't know about these yet, but yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna let Paul take it from here if you want to wrap up the show, Paul, if you're good with that. I love you. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that was Gutterball 114. Have a great weekend. Whoa.